this invite real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I don't know where Doc is. I can't ever find her. Okay. All right, y'all back. Okay. I'm gonna mute y'all up. Okay. Hey, Sovereign. I forgot we supposed to finish what we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Refresh my memory.
Okay, we were talking about how the Dems started first was like the oppressors, and then the Republican got us out, but then the roles kind of reversed. So now the Republicans are the oppressors, and the Dems
Well,
supposed to be for.
well, people could say that, but if you really look at it, it's like the rich getting rich and the poor getting poorer. Only thing they be really tripping about the tax cuts the rich get, the so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Look at Joe
Mm-hmm.
Biden before he lost his mind
Yeah. Yeah.
and went crazy.
Thank you,
Uh,
Adrian.
Kamala Harris, and you know what I'm saying? Like they created the crime bill, Biden, and then
Afternoon, Rita.
Kamala Harris, she oppressed brothers in jail. Like it was a young brother in California. The Supreme Court had
But
to order her to release this man because she didn't want to admit that she was wrong or her office at the time. Now the young man ended up getting about 15, 20 million or something like that so far as
mhm,
settlement for all the years that he did in prison illegally.
yeah,
But you know, it's we might as well go back to the kings and queens of England. You know,
same.
remember the Declaration of Rights, Declaration of Independence. The same
Mm-hmm.
thing that the British were doing to the 13 colonies, the United States Corporation is doing to the people today. Taxes. You remember the Boston Tea Party? They threw the
Mm-hmm.
King's Tea in the sea because they
Right.
didn't want to pay taxes. John Hancock. We can go down through history. You
Right.
know, the same things that they're doing today is the same things they did then
I feel
to
you.
the
Okay.
people. You know,
Okay. I
so.
wanted to get I wanted to give you a chance to finish. I had to take. I thought my stepson had to be at work at 11:30. Come to find out, he had to be there at 12:15. So
Oh, okay.
I had jumped back on, but you all didn't get the request. So I was just like, all right, then we'll just wait and we'll
Mm.
go this route.
Oh yeah.
Jamon, what's going on with you?
Hey man, how you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Hey man, your show, man, is probably one of the top shows on TikTok, man.
Man, I appreciate. Don't do that. Don't do that, dude. I humbly appreciate that, though. But hey,
No,
I just try to be genuine.
I say it sincerely, man, because I look down TikTok every day, man, and all I see is bull crap. And
I
it's
feel
it's
you
a
on
breath of fresh air, man, to see somebody on here talking with some common sense.
that. I like that. Thank you so much, brother. I really mean thank you. You don't understand how much I mean that.
But my question I got for you this morning, though,
Yes, sir.
and I want you to sincerely listen to how I'm going to phrase this.
Okay.
My dad was a good man. And my dad been gone a long time. But my dad was a Republican because I remember him as a kid growing up. He was a Republican.
Hmm.
So my question to you is, if the Democrats were the original racists, how did the script get flipped?
It's a good question. That's a good question. I can even look. I can even remember back being young, like in elementary school, and back then the way it was presented to us, it was. And I got to be careful what I said, but it was like our country against the Soviet, right? And back then we had Reagan against Gorbachev, right? So we all, of course, we all rocked with Reagan. I'm talking about, of course, I was little then. I didn't really know what I know now. Um, what I is, I think it's South Carolina, bro. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna have to look it up. I think it was South Carolina where there was a group of people who were part of the government body, but they didn't want the blacks to have the same rights or opportunity, or BLK, sorry, they have the same rights and opportunities. And that's what, but even though there was BLK men who were doctors, lawyers, teachers, so on and so forth, they was holding prominent positions or jobs in that community or wherever in South Carolina. But and then they ended up starting their own thing because it was like they wasn't accepted into, and at that time it was the Dems that were like that. And
Okay.
then somewhere along the lines, values got switched as far as the Dems stopped. I don't want to say stops oppressing, but I think their values became more or came better for us.
But let me ask you this. Now Jim Crow don't go back that far. Jim
Mm-hmm.
Crow laws came from the Democratic Party, though.
1963, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we ain't talking about a long time ago.
We're not. You're right.
Crime
You're
bill
right.
as well. The crime bill as well. The
You know,
Crime
Democrats
bills.
voted, and Clinton signed it into law. Everybody who say was our first BLK president, brainwashed.
so
That's funny.
so
Yeah,
now
yeah.
now
And
y'all
he
understand.
and
It
he
seemed like a brainwashing deal has been put upon our black people.
and he did the
Yeah.
same thing. Like people saying Trump lied and he did this, he did that. Before Trump
Hmm.
was even thought about, Bill Clinton lied under oath with Ken
That is
Starr when he said he
correct.
didn't mess with that girl.
That is so correct.
What's her name? I forgot. I know you're talking about.
Monica Lewinsky.
That's it. That's
Yes,
the blue dress. The blue dress.
yes.
Yeah, Monica
Yeah.
Lewinsky. But see, Trump, I had a screenshot of this something the other day.
Hmm.
If you look, Trump, Jesse Jackson, all these other Asiatic men are friends. But see,
Hold on.
the first thing that people want to say when a European, which they call a WTE or what the slang
YT.
for here,
YT. Yeah.
YT, uh, is that's the
Thank you,
first thing
Adrian.
they're throwing the YT. Oh, they racist, they this, they that. Like, come on, man, y'all
Well,
need to stop
I'm not
it.
gonna
Trump
say
is
that.
not racist. I don't think so.
No. Well, yeah, I respectfully disagree on that part. Just some of the things that he's done, and
Right,
some of
but
the comments he's
our
made.
people, out of jail though. You peep game,
Hey,
Harry
G
O,
Smooth,
40-some years,
G
Yes,
Smooth.
sir.
Larry Hoover,
I
Kodak
got
Black,
I got
so on
something
and so
serious.
forth.
I wanna say again because
Hmm.
see, a lot of people not really listening to you, but I am though,
Hmm.
and it's a lot of people not listening to me either. We have been brainwashed,
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
for
we
sure.
and it's so hard to unbrainwash us. We stuck now. We're
Hmm.
stuck.
That was one of the reasons they didn't want us to learn how to read
You see?
back in the day. You know, they didn't. The fear of knowing that. That's why I say go off what you see.
Yeah.
You
Go
see
out
that
to see.
that's just and then the same things that may be your values, I might not view them as the same value, and then that would stark our difference of opinion as well. Like
Yeah.
the reason why with me when it comes to the cheddar color coat leader right now, I don't feel like nobody should lose anything as far as um the premium as far as healthcare. Now, to be honest, the Affordable Care Act is the same thing as Obamacare. But he's so infatuated with disliking or being jealous of Obama that the name of it itself, they fearmonger. Just like when it comes to the EBT or the SNAP thing, they paint a narrative as if it's just lazy BLK people who have all of these kids and don't want to work that's
But it's
receiving
their
it.
people, the majority that's on welfare, the
37%.
YT.
Exactly. But do you see
So
but hold on, stay right. I'm glad you brought that up. But see what I'm saying? So now when you take that and you have a person who's supposed to hold the highest position of our country, fear mongering one race against another, that's unacceptable. Because the president is supposed to be for everybody. Now, let's in saying that too, let me also say this. And my sister said it earlier. They're all crooked. All of them are crooked. They got their own agendas. However, a lot of instances, say if you have, let's say you have Biden in the office, right, as president, or Obama and stuff like that. Well, they still, even though they may want to pass a bill, they still need the House. They still need the Senate and stuff like that to in order to vote on it and get it approved. But when you don't have the House or the Senate or whatnot, then it's going to be hard for you to push through anything that you want to do or anything that you campaigned and said that you were going to do. The one thing I do have respect for when it comes to Obama is that he even openly said it from the beginning. This is what I want to do, but I might not be in office long enough to get it done. You see, I can rock with you. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good, brother.
I've been wanting to, I hope my wife is listening in because she just called and she said, "Are you on live?" And I told her to listen in.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this. I used to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't vote for anyone this past election. And I'm not ashamed to tell anyone that.
Don't be, you're right.
I did it for my own principle. I stood on principle when I didn't vote this time around because I had already saw what both parties have been doing and I didn't like it. So God told me, you can sit this one out now, because he says it's all about spiritual warfare now. He said, so
Yes.
I chose to sit out this one. So my hands is not on neither one. So that's why I can talk about both parties now, because I can put my hands on it. So I'm good though. But everybody who still wants to deal in the politics, I mean, you can. It's your right, right?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
You know, so I'm good about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm in a different level now. It's spiritual to me now.
It is. It's very spiritual. It's very spiritual. And
It's always been spiritual because the Bible say we do not war against flesh and blood, but spirits and principalities in high places.
That's right. That is correct.
Facts.
And
You
that's what
see,
Facts.
that's
then
what
it
I
says
am now.
to obey the laws of the government. Now that's to a certain extent. Now we know well the whatever, you know what I'm saying. I ain't want to say the word.
Rainbow community.
Rainbow community is forbidden by God's word, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes.
What I'm
Correct.
saying.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
don't have to follow that. Go back to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they didn't
Bendigo.
obey the
Yeah.
Lord. Daniel in the lion's den. He said, I'm praying toward you for my father. See, God will always deliver his people. See, only
Fact.
people that don't believe and trust in God fear what's going on right now.
Well,
Yes.
You know?
if you really go, if you compare the two, what we have right now as far as the government is going, as far as that, it's the same thing the Romans was doing in the Bible.
That's correct.
You know.
That is correct.
So yeah, I agree with. I love when you say that, Jamar, the spiritual thing. And here's the thing: a lot of things that he said was going to happen when the soon coming King was going to return, we are seeing.
Oh
today.
yes.
You know?
And that's where I'm at to now. So I'm not afraid of the government or anybody because I'm not part of it now. I'm not part of it.
Right. And then there's one that, and I have to say this: if this doesn't speak volumes to people, I'm concerned about their soul. But the one who occupies that house now, he said a few days ago, "I don't think I'm going to heaven." I don't know about anybody else, but
I heard that.
Yeah, it's like, yo, okay, hey, what did Jesus say in the Bible? And they said that he means when he say this, it's serious. Whoa, you know, when he said that, I'm like, whoa,
That's
like
what I
if
said. I said, oh, whoa.
right,
I say,
That's
who
bad.
says that? Who says that?
Yes,
I know I would never say that. I know I want to go to heaven, and I'm not gonna say I want
absolutely.
to go.
Yeah, brother. The only thing I fear is not pleasing God.
That's right. That is
So
correct, and that
you
is
know,
my fear. That's the only fear I have. But I'm
yeah.
gonna let you go, man. My wife want me to call her, but I'm gonna say one more
Okay,
thing before I leave.
absolutely. Go ahead.
See, when I made my decision, I made it on principle. I told you, right?
Hmm.
See, I know what the Democratic Party stands for. They stand for things that I don't stand for, so I wasn't going to go against my principles.
Love
So I
that.
couldn't vote for it. I couldn't
Hmm.
because they believe in lots of things that I don't believe in when it comes to the Bible. So I had to let it pass.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You're
that was
right.
my choice.
You're
But
right.
see, if you look at it, typically our people feel that okay, well, you have to be Democrat. Why would I want to be something that kept me in slavery? My forefathers, my foremothers in slavery. You get what
Yes.
I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the Republicans, like I voted for Trump. I ain't gonna sit here and fake the funk, but I
Mhm.
wasn't going because I've been a part of the system when I was younger, in and out of jail. I've been to prison, and
Mhm.
like at the time, I lost my mom while incarcerated. They wouldn't even let me go to her funeral. So why would I vote for people who have oppressed me, falsely accused me, put me in jail, put me in prison? You get what I'm saying? Like if you
Mhm.
look at Trump, people can say whatever they want to say about that man, but he letting the brothers and sisters out of jail. He's pardoning people that's been depressed. Now he even letting some of his own out. See, and I ain't even saying that on no color level.
Well,
But
no, no,
Trump has
no. You're
let
good.
people out.
But
He
to your
let people
point,
out.
I want to
Yeah.
read this though, because you said he
Yeah.
freed Larry Hoover, and if you can allow me to correct you, brother, it says no, President Trump did not pardon Larry Hoover, but he
Well, he on the
commuted his federal life
student
sentence.
sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meaning
Commuted. I'm
Hoover will
sorry.
be released
Right.
from federal custody. Now,
Yeah.
now,
But he's in the state now.
without getting
Mm.
myself in too much trouble, Larry Hoover is someone of importance to me because of, we'll say, street family that I aligned
Mm.
myself with when I was a
Right.
teenager. Right. So,
Right.
when we talk about Larry Hoover, that's the tree right there. But yeah, I agree with both of you on that, and with you saying that's my principle. Neither party stood for what I stood for, and that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes we all have different things that
Yeah.
we look for. Now,
Correct.
me, I have my own business. My wife and I, we run our own small shirt printing business. So when I had her talking about Kamala Harris saying small businesses, I'm gonna give them $50,000 loan. Well, that benefits
Yeah.
me. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Um, I would like to move into the city that I grew up in, so my daughter could go to school there. And so when she says, "Well, hey, I'm gonna give a first time homeowners loans to people," that was good for me. But I don't hear the other side talking about that. When I see these babies being sprayed with mace, and when I see these kids being handcuffed and snatched out of school, and I can't. That's not good for me. That
Or
don't work for
under the
me.
re- or under the Democratic rule, these juvenile officials in there messing over these children. Like we spoke about earlier, how the system, they're not talking about that, but they want to go at Diddy,
It,
they want to go at R. Kelly, uh,
Elvis
what?
when he was messing with a young girl. Jerry Lee Lewis was messing with his own
Man,
13
you
year
can
son,
you
and
can
he
put
was
Elvis
23.
on there.
Yeah, that's why I just say Elvis,
Yeah.
Priscilla Presley.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you are absolutely right on that. But and like I told you
Right.
before, the reason why they're not going to say anything is because they're still doing it. They're all doing it.
Yeah.
In fact, I really wish you all was here for our series that we covered last week on the show. It was like what 5 or 6 days, y'all, that we covered called "Secrets of the Secret Society." And
right.
like we told you yesterday, we started a new series that we call POP, and POP is an acronym for Prophets of Politics. They all run together. That they all make money, and I think one of was it you, Dramon? I think you said they all hang out with each other. They're all friends with each other.
Yeah.
You
In
know,
bed together.
it, Yes, yeah, and let's be honest, that's true. You know, like we say, prime example. I'm gonna take when uh, Trump first ran, and he was going against Hillary, and of course, it was always, the emails and things of that nature. But now you can reference back before that, and they were all hanging out together. They're all friends,
That's
Oh yeah.
you know,
correct.
Did you
right?
know
So
Bush and Obama are cousins? Oh,
What?
George
no,
Bush.
that I don't know.
Yes. No, no, I'm saying Google it. It came out
Hey,
that
All
they're
guess
right.
like,
what?
Obama's mom is a European. His
Guess what?
dad is from Kenya.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Huh?
So he is kin through Clinton through and George Bush through his mama's lineage.
Mr.
Yeah,
Jason.
go look it up. I ain't
Yes.
gonna never cap.
Hey, I'm really gonna go after this last one. This one gonna leave you
Oh,
with something deep
you
right here,
good.
though. When the Democrats was in power for the 12, like okay, the 8 for Barack and the 4 for his boy, right?
Uh
That's
huh.
12 years, right?
Right.
When they were in power, why didn't they put in place things that could never be changed before the Republicans could get back in power? Why didn't they do it?
Okay. I'm glad. Great question. Great question. Y'all W Drumont in the live. Great question because we have been saying this for the past few days on the show, man. The Dems are too weak right now.
Come
They
on with
don't
it
want to go
now.
hard. They
Come on with it now.
if when they were in
He
place,
been wicked.
he said they've been weak. When
He
they when
been
they
wicked.
they when they was in the president's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they already knew what was going to happen with this
Mm-hmm.
project 2025. They already knew,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it, that it goes back, like I said, I think they're weak. To answer your question bluntly,
Yeah, that
I
is
think
it.
they're weak. You
They're
know,
weak.
they knew this was coming down the
Yeah.
pipe. This man, now that's one thing I say about Trump. He said what he was going to do. He might have
And he
lied and
do
said
it
he
too.
didn't
And
know,
he
but he
does it.
did it.
And he does
Right.
it.
He's doing so when it comes to just flat out answering your question, no sugar, no
Okay.
dressing it up nice, nothing like that.
All
They're
right.
weak.
Ooh wee.
You know?
That's the word too. That's the one I use all the time. I said they're weak.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you're not wrong on that. I mean, they don't. To me, sometimes okay, I get doing things by the book. I do understand that. But sometimes okay, I'm gonna put it to you from this perspective, right? Because
Okay.
I was a pro wrestler for 26 years, right? Okay, so now when I have a match, especially an extreme rules match or a hardcore match is what we call it, where we use weapons and stuff. Now, if I'm going in the ring and I'm doing this match, and I know that this
Mm-hmm.
person is going in to hurt me,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna hit me with, I mean, you see, I'm
Yeah.
wearing all the battle scars, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I am going to go in there and do the same thing. Now, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, and I'm gonna try to word this to where the platform don't flag me, but you, you can verify it's on YouTube. So it is posted on YouTube. But um, we had a wrestler that came down from Michigan, and we were wrestling down in South Georgia. This was Darien by Brunswick, Georgia, near the coast. So when he came down in the back, I don't know if maybe it's cool where he's from in Michigan. I don't know, but he kept saying, "What's up, my N word?"
Mm.
Right, and so I don't know if he was thinking that that's
Yeah,
because the promotion.
that's how
Huh?
they talk up here. That's how they talk up here. Like so far, street dudes. What's up, my? We say
Okay.
what up, Joe, but when the guy being like trying to be offensive, like what's up, my? What you just said.
See,
Yeah, because
that's
I'm
crazy.
actually from Detroit. Yeah,
Okay, that's
right.
right. That's right. You in Michigan, so you
Yeah,
okay?
well, yeah.
And the promotion we was working for was ran by a BLK guy, a good friend of mine. God rest his soul. But and so I don't know if this guy figured, well, since this is a BLK promotion, there's a lot of BLK wrestlers. In order to fit in, this is what I'm gonna say.
Mm.
Uh, I I heard people in the locker room. They didn't take too kind to it. So
Hmm.
what I did was I told the promoter about it, and the
Hmm.
promoter asked me, "Well, G, that's my ring name, my G Smooth. So G, how do you want to handle it?" I said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "All right, well, I'll let you think about it." He said, I tell you what, he's booked against me in the main event, and so I can straighten it out, or you can do what you want to do." I said, "Okay, cool." Now we left after that. I walked out of his office, went and finished getting ready for my match. My tag team partner and I, we did our match. Our match was over. Now the building we was in, the dressing room was upstairs. But instead of going upstairs back to the dressing room, my tag team partner and I, we stayed ducked off. They had like these different offices near the ringside. So we ducked off in one in the office. Now, before our match, I had got finished smoking a Black and Mild. You see, so I had my lighter in my pocket. So I done wrestled
Hmm.
the whole match with the lighter in my pocket. I didn't even know it, but
Hmm.
and so while we're sitting here in this office, we're at the door, and now we're watching the promoter and the guy who was saying these things. They were wrestling. It was like five people in it, five combatants in the ring, but they were wrestling each other. Well, I seen the promoter. He kicked the dude in the face. Like I said,
Hmm.
you can all see this on YouTube. It's vetted. He kicked him in the face, but then he looked where my partner and I was standing, and he did a gesture like "all yours." So I'm
Hmm.
like, okay. My partner's like, "What we gonna do?" I said, "I don't know." On the way out of that office, there was half a bottle of lighter fluid on the floor.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I said, "Well, quick thinking." I'm like, well, he keeps saying the N word. Maybe he want to be BLK. I'm gonna help him. We get in the ring. He's still laying down. I slap him. I said some words to him I'm not gonna say on here. I'm pouring the lighter fluid on his legs because I wanted to start from the toe up so he can feel it, right? And so I'm putting it on him. The referee is coming over there like, "Hey man, y'all are not part of the match. Get out the ring. Stop. What are you doing?" My tag team partner is pushing the referee away like, "Hey, stay over there." Then the
Hmm.
referee comes back over there. He's like, "No, no, quit." And so now at this time, my tag team partner has actually cornered the referee over by the turnbuckle over here in the corner. He's just letting him know, like, "Look, this don't concern you, and you're gonna want to stay back. What's about to happen?"
Yeah.
Right? So I put the lighter fluids on the dude's leg. I hit him with the lighter twice because I
Hmm.
didn't catch it on that first one. But that second one, boy, lit it up like the 4th of July. Now, he starts hopping around the ring and rolling out the ring and stuff. We get back in the dressing room, and he tells me, "What was that about, bro?"
Hmm.
I said, "Well,
Hmm.
you know, you have been using this word. We don't do that down here. Like, we just don't, especially now, if you out with your homeboys, that's different. Whatever you do, that's what you do. But this is we're at a pro wrestling event. This is our job. We get paid to do this. So it essentially it's our job.
That was your
Now,
teachable moment for him.
very teachable when he because like part of the knee pad underneath his pants, it kind of melted to him a little bit. So but needless to say, I didn't get offered to go back. But that's okay. He is a teachable moment,
Yep, teachable
so
moment.
that's it. That's what it is. So yeah,
You
I
know.
agree with you on that. I
Well, G Smooth,
appreciate
it
that.
sure have been nice being on the panel this morning. I appreciate y'all taking my questions.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming in. I'm about to give you a follow right now.
And I definitely will be checking back in because I like the show, man. It really because it lets me get out what's on my mind too. So lots of panels don't let you get out what's really on your mind.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that. Well, that's one thing we pride ourselves on here, brother. We want
You
to be a
know.
safe space and we want to be a space that helps. So it's anything. I don't care if you just got something going on that day, you just need to get it off your mind. If we own, come in here and lay it on the table. What we're going to do collectively is try to come up with the best solution that can help you get through that, navigate through that, because we don't want
And
nobody
I
hurt.
appreciate that part of it because I've been want to say some things, but lots of people don't let you say what's on your mind. So
Yeah, you're
or
right,
they
without judging.
criticize or they
Hmm.
criticize you, for your belief.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right, man. You welcome back anytime. The hashtag, I'm gonna say it.
I appreciate you, man.
All right. You
Peace,
enjoy it and
love.
tell your wife hello. I don't know if she made it in, but tell her hello.
Oh, I think she heard. She probably tuned in because she said, "Oh," she called me and said, "You're on live, aren't you?" I said, "Oh, just tune in."
I love it. I love it. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all both come in, man. Don't be no stranger.
Yeah,
Y'all come
yeah.
on
Thank you
in.
so much. Y'all have a great day,
Mm.
huh?
All right, you too, brother. Peace and blessings to you.
Yes, sir.
I love that energy. I love it when we get energy like that in here. For sure. For sure. Okay, so look, we got to finish up our second segment on this guy here, right? We've got to get back to that. And then I promise you, I'm going to go take the medicine and I'm going to lay it down and get some rest before I got to go pick up my little girl. Now, someone mentioned Young Miami earlier. I can't remember who it was. But in this particular video, it's stating, and again, people, for those that are new, let me put this disclaimer out here.
All things said on hashtag I'm gonna say it is alleged and for educational and entertainment purposes only.
All right. Now, what he's saying is what he's saying. Okay. This, and once again, his name is Keep It a Stack with Coach One Stack. But the title of it is Explosive Young Miami Destroys this guy with bizarre. I forgot what she called it. High something virus, right? We'll say high impact virus. How about that? Allegations. Let's make sure we say allegations. I want to make sure y'all keep that under there. All right. And I'm not going to hold you all long. So let's just dive right into it. Thank you all for joining us. I appreciate it. If you sent heart me's, do me a favor. Click that orange heart above my head. Please claim your points. I need you to claim your points. It's vital, right? Because when you click that or when you send the heart me when you go into someone's live, that lets them know that you're checking it. DJ Rocky B, baby, in the building. When you click on that and you go in someone's live, that serves as your check-in. Please know that going forward in any live. Thank you so much, Monique. Thank you, Kodak. I appreciate that. Anytime you go into someone's live, please send the heart me to them. That serves as your check-in, and that lets the algorithm know that you are participating and engaging. Coach Octavia, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much. How you doing, beautiful? Love the live today. Love the live this morning you had, Coach Octavia. Um, those guests you had on your panel, man, y'all on my heart. She was on my heart, man, for real. Even with her mom being the A field and things like that. And again, I say this when she comes in because she is my ride. She's part of my ride in the morning when I'm out taking wifey to work and dropping baby girl off at school. So Coach Xtavia 007, please, if you're not following her, by all means, do that right now. She is also a business coach. So if you have businesses and things that you're trying to get off the ground and you need direction from someone who's genuine and actually cares and wants to see you succeed, that's who you need to reach out to right there. And what these people say? What is the young kids say a day nowadays? What is it? Reach no cap. Yeah, no cap. Reach out to her. She's definitely that inspirational, inspirational. And then the thing about it too, she's a survivor too. I'm not gonna put all your business out there, Coach Xtavia, but you do deserve your flowers, beloved. You're a survivor, and I want you to know she's a strong woman, and she's got cutest, adorable little puppy. I'm not really a dog person, but hers is so cute. I want one now. I want one just like her. It's he's she is it a she? Coach Xavier. 30 years, Louis. See, I told you. I told you. And I think if I was listening correctly, didn't you say at 22? Ginger Rose, that's it. Yeah, she's a girl. Ginger Rose, adorable. She would be spoiled. I'm telling you, she's so adorable. When y'all see her, if you was around her, you would not want to put her down. You want to hold her the whole time. I love it. I love it. But yeah, make sure you go and follow her for sure. Kodak, welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. How you doing, brother? Oh, was it an accident? Okay, because you dropped down. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you all too long. Like I said, I gotta go get me some soup and some crackers. Right? I'm gonna start the video, and like I said, it's like roughly 10 minutes.
Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We tapped in. I'm dropping y'all this last video for the night, and then it's night. Can you dig? And I appreciate y'all supporting the channel. The day ones, even when I couldn't post, I ain't went nowhere. I'm trying to drop y'all quality videos, and as you know, I don't do no editing, y'all. Ain't gonna be no fancy intro, ain't gonna be no fancy outro. But before we talk about how Young Miami destroyed Diddy with these HIV allegations. Whew, man, it seems like this HIV is just popping up everywhere, man, on social media and in the world, period. That's a whole nother video, guys. I mean,
Nani Pitts, good morning. Good morning. How you
the
doing?
7th grade catching this stuff now. But before I get into that video, and hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so y'all know when I'm dropping. You dig? It's not hard, just hit that button. But as we know, man, you know, Young Miami and Diddy, you know, they're like the little power couple. You know, basically, hey, they're doing their thing throughout the community. But Young Miami gets to the point to where she says, "Hey, I got a new man, and I don't want to share my new man. I am not going to share my new man."
All right, George, take care.
Why does she not want to share her new man? Because when she was with Diddy, she had to live that swinging lifestyle. You know, that lifestyle when Diddy's doing his rainbow stuff. He had to literally share her man literally with another man. And
pause. Let me pause it real quick. I got to say something about this. Listen, people. The rainbow, it really don't. Because when Sovereign and I was talking, I referenced to say rainbow community too, and I want to ask God for forgiveness on that because the rainbow has nothing to do with that's worldly people have taken a rainbow and attached it to that lifestyle. Biblically, it's not for that, right? Adam A said God calls them dogs. Okay, well, if that's what I haven't read that, but okay, yeah, sodomites. Yeah. You're right. I know that part. You're right. But I want to make sure you know, Adam, we got to let people know. We got to educate people. We got to inform them that it's not for that. That was when you remember, if you remember the Noah's Ark, and he knew the flood was coming. I know y'all didn't come here for church, but we're gonna go and this is just something that I want you all to carry with you throughout your day and throughout your life. He already told him the flood was gonna come. He told him to go make the ark, and a lot of people they didn't even know what Noah was doing. In fact, a lot of people talked about him. But you know, there's food for thought in that because even though people were talking about Noah, and even though they thought he might have been a little cuckoo because of what he was doing, he never stopped doing what God commanded him to do, you know? And so when he did that, when the flood came, these people started to realize, oh, that's what he was doing, right? He was building it because this was coming. And okay, hold on, I don't know. It says user something. Okay, you got 16 followers, 140 following. You're following 140 people. No disrespect to you, user, but we don't bring up people who don't have an actual icon picture, and you don't meet the requirement of enough followers too, because it makes it seem like, and I'm not saying you are, please don't take this as something being disrespectful or anything like that, but it makes you look like you're a bot, even though you might, or a troll, and you may not be, but we want to protect the integrity and of the podcast. City Slicker says, did he look like he just leaving the white? Oh, you crazy, City Slicker. But Noah kept doing what God commanded him to do. And then those people found, hey, Tori, hey, love, how you doing? Thank you for the heart, me. And once the flood came, those people were banging on the door trying to get inside of Noah's ark. But it's too late. Right? It's too late. So I say that because when the flood happened after that, that's when God made the rainbow as a reminder to never do that again or destroy the world like that, the earth like that. Right? It has nothing to do with the lifestyle of certain people. Stella, thank you. Thank you so much. Make sure, and again, people, when you send the heart me's, please make sure you click on that orange heart above me, right there in Puffy Jacket's head. Click on that and claim your points, please. Make sure you do all your daily stuff. Now, there's daily goals you got to do once you click on that orange heart, right? I think it's like send a comment, give something like whatever, but just do it so you can get your point. Caribbean Queen, welcome in. Jonathan, welcome in, welcome in. Make sure you all go and claim your points.
Believe it or not, guys, everybody don't want no three-way action going on. Some do, some don't. So Young Miami simply just said she didn't want to share her man with anybody, but they didn't know why. You dig? So now she's getting to Stephon Diggs, NFL player. See what I'm saying? Now he knows Young Miami's pedigree, people. He knows Young Miami's pedigree down to the T. This is why he told her, hey man, he insisted that they go get tested for STDs before they got intimate. Now, for those of y'all who ain't never been tested, hey, y'all some nasty mofos, man. You need to get out there, man, and get yourself tested. Get you some prophylactics or whatever. You know, if you out here just tapping everything moving. But hey, Stephon Diggs did a smart
Thank you
thing.
all. Thank you all for helping
Let's
us reach the
get
goal.
tested.
I appreciate
And
that.
apparently, allegedly, when she got her STD results back, she was positive for HIV. It ain't me, guys. Hey, man. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Go see the interviews for yourself. Make sure you stay to the end because you know I'm going to show you a video. Don't even go nowhere. You did. Don't go nowhere. So guys, the test results came back positive. But my thing is, Sean could have got it from Diddy, and Stephon Diggs, you're sleeping with her right now. So does that give you HIV? I don't know. See, I'm not over here, just trying to dog Diddy out. I'm just bringing the facts. And something about this, it just seems a little funny, man. But at the end of the day, we know that Young Miami got this HIV, from Diddy
TikTok
at the
shop.
parties. Not even necessarily from Diddy, and you go to these parties, once you add the drugs to it, once you add the liquor to it, you turn off the lights. You got people on ketamine, crystal methamphetamine,
we love
all
TikTok
the
shop.
amphetamines in the world. Hey, them amphetamines, for some reason, they cause men to go to the other side. They bring the freakiness up out of you. So I'm told, and so I've seen before. You dig? And hey, I didn't know that they were even messing with this kind of stuff until Diddy got busted at the hotel before.
Hold up. I'm just seeing what you were saying, Eric. Ignoring me won't free you from fact. You ain't troll. You busted. First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't pay you no attention. Now, if you would like to come up in the panel and state what you think and how you feel, you're more than welcome to. But you're gonna do it with respect here. You're gonna do it with respect here, bro. I don't know if you new here. You got to be new here. You got to be new here. Hey, bro, before you say anything, let me tell you, let me run you down the line for a minute. This is my platform, and we don't do that here. You don't be disrespectful and think that's going to get you up. I didn't see you. You got me? Now, if you got something you want to put on the table, you more than welcome to.
Okay, first of all, ain't nobody being disrespectful.
You were being disrespectful. I just read your comment.
Okay, you read my comment, but I see your picture of Diddy behind you.
Yes.
And so if we're gonna say respect, then you have to look at if especially if you're a godly man,
I
You have to
am.
look at things from the way of the way Jesus spoke about this very issue. When we
Okay.
want to look down on somebody and post about somebody's bad deed or post about somebody's sin, like the woman who was caught in adultery, when we want to come along and cast stones, when Jesus says he was that is without sin, let him cast the first stone.
He did.
Let's talk about respect towards God. When God looked when Christ was on that cross,
Uh-huh.
dying for all mankind who was
Mm-hmm.
full of sin. And
Mm-hmm.
every man who, when he was dying on that cross, when Colossians says that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for the ungodly, did
Mm-hmm.
anybody stop to think, say, wait a minute, how bad does this look if I'm going to pull somebody else's stuff out the closet, throw it up on social media, and say, man, look at Giddy, look how bad he did, look how sinful he is, look how messed up his face looks, look how horrible he looks. And then if God were to do the same thing and pull the books out on us and post us all on social media, how fast would all of us would be running back to throw our stuff back in the closet before it's faster than God can get it put out there in the street? What I'm trying to show you, sir, with all due respect, is that your presentation represents a very inconsideration towards what you're trying to demonstrate. Yeah, did he do bad stuff? Yes. Did he get convicted? Yes. Is he now ashamed of it? Yes. Did he fall on his knees and pray before God in front of the world? Yes. So past that point
Where
of
did you see him do
prayer,
that at?
in the courtroom. In the
Let me
courtroom.
let me stop you real quick. Aaron, I want to ask you a question. I agree with
Sure.
what you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying, and you're right.
Sure.
And the Bible also told us to expose evil. So when you're going to
Uh-huh.
quote the Bible, make sure you get all the
Uh-huh.
way through there. But
Okay.
now, you also do know that he does demonic worshiping, correct? So let me ask you a question. How can you serve God and be demonic at the same time? Is that possible?
Okay. No. Let's put it in context, or keep it in context. If that's his world,
Mm-hmm.
if that's what he does, then
Mm-hmm.
God gives us the leeway to identify when Satan's trying to operate through anything or anyone. I agree with you there. But what we should not be doing is doing it in a way that, because the people that are coming to you aren't coming to you on the grounds in which you're speaking to me about. You're speaking to me about something that addresses the demonic influences that impact the people's lives on a daily basis. I
Mm-hmm.
actually agree with you there. If you're going to talk about exposing the Satan's operations, because the Bible speaks that here we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right, but against
Right.
principalities, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if we're going to address the demonic, then we need to address the demonic of everything that comes up, whether that comes up at us. It's not just this poor man Diddy. Diddy did have some kind of a penitent heart, and we have to take that into consideration before we're gonna say, let's just post this man. Well, why this man? Why the man
This
who
is your
has
first time
already
in our
been
platform,
humbled?
isn't it?
Sir, no. Of course, it's my first time. I don't know you.
Okay. Okay. No. Look, listen.
At
Listen.
it for
That's not
how
an
it's
attack.
presented.
Hold on, brother. That's not an attack. I'm asking, judging by what you just said. And the
Okay.
reason why I asked you that is because that's what we do here. You just missed a whole series last week of us exposing secret society and everybody. We don't play with it here. And then when we talk about stuff like this, we always say allegedly.
Well, alleged or not, sir, the point of what I'm seeing how this comes across, whether I ain't gonna judge you because I don't know what you thought about prior to me showing up here or what you spoke. I wouldn't know that. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
this is my
I
first time
understand.
coming on here.
I
So
got it.
but when someone as knowledgeable as you or I, and I've got better than 50 years at working around church ministry. I've seen church good, church bad, church ugly, church hurt. I done seen all that stuff, but I also know how to forgive. And over the years of my life, as long as I've lived, I've learned how to forgive and not try to put people who are already in a bad light up before the world, so that because the world don't see it how you see it. The world sees it as continuing to trash somebody who's already thrown in a pit, in the gutter, in the bottom of the barrel. He's down, bro. He's
Brother,
down.
Brother
He's
Eric,
down. And I'm not saying you haven't
you
said nothing because I don't know what you said
no,
prior
no,
to
you
me
good.
getting
You
here. But
fine.
the man is down, bro.
But here's the thing. You right. The thing about it, the thing about it, Jesus' cross, when he died on the cross, that gave us the opportunity to repent of our sins. Right or wrong?
That's correct. And Diddy has a right to the same cross, the same
Okay.
forgiveness, the
Okay.
same blood.
Okay. Stay with me, brother. Stay with me. Okay.
Okay.
Now, we can agree that he was of the world and doing some things that weren't
That's
right
agreed.
in the eyes of God, correct?
That's agreed.
And if he repented and honestly worked hard at not committing those same sins, he deserves forgiveness, correct?
Well, you don't work to get forgiveness. You ask to get forgiveness. To begin to develop and grow from that point, if he's a newborn babe in Christ, if he's just repenting, none of us have the right to come in with any degree of speculation about his type of repentance. That's God's job, that dog. I don't
It
get
is
in
his
that zone.
stay with me.
I don't
Stay
get in
with me.
that zone, man.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. That's exactly where I want you to be. So in that realm of things, if he is asking God for forgiveness and repenting of his sins, right? You cannot do that, Brother Eric, and continue doing the same things. Now you playing
No,
with God.
yes, well, of course, but man, come on.
But
Let
no,
that
it
be
ain't no
said.
but. When you say
He's a
but, that
newborn
means you
babe.
trying
He's
to
got to
listen. No,
learn, bro.
pause
God's
for a minute.
grace was on you to learn.
Pause for a
And no
minute.
different than every other newborn
Pause for a minute.
child. You didn't
Pause for a
make
minute.
it perfect. Okay.
Okay. Here's what I'm telling you. The things that he was doing that landed him in the situations that he's in right now. You feel me? You feel me?
The things he did, yes, correct.
Yeah,
And
the
he's
things that he
serving
did.
time for it.
I just need a yes or no. You see what I'm saying? The things that he did landed him where he is now,
That's
correct?
correct, yes.
Okay. Now, as you can see, or I'll just say for the sake of you, as you hear, he's doing the same thing. He's still threatening people from jail, right?
Well, I don't
He's
know about that. I haven't followed
but I
him
do.
past
But
the
I
conviction.
do. I got you. I get it that you don't know. I got you. But leading up to the trial, he was still striking fear in victims so they wouldn't come to court and testify against him, right? Now, he wanted to get moved to a new prison or facility, Fort Dix. They granted him that. He got moved to Fort Dix. And what happened? He got caught drinking. He just got caught making a three-way phone call. On that three-way phone call, he was telling the person on the other end that when they came to visit him, he needed 200 M1s. When the prison clearly states that any visitor that comes up to that prison is only to have change or whatnot for the vending machine, not give money to an inmate. And he knew this, but yet and still he's on the phone telling people to break the law for him. And you're on here advocating for him.
Okay. I don't know if I'm advocating for the man. I'm just hearing what you're saying for the first time. So I don't know anything about that. I don't follow Diddy
Fine.
like that. In fact, I don't follow Diddy at all. I'm not a fan of his. I've never been a fan of his. I don't know any much about him other than when he showed up in the news media. I don't listen to secular music or rap music or any of that other foolishness. What I do know is every time it's interesting how that we all as human beings, we are people of sight. We see stuff happen to others that we dare not want others to know about us. And I'm looking at it from a pure point of view of saying, wait a minute, if we want to say, God, this man is horrible. It's like Charles Manson or any of these other criminalistic people that show up in these judicial situations. I'm
Hmm.
sure I'm not here to. First of all, let me say this: I'm not here to judge your character. That's not what I was trying to talk about. I don't know you,
Okay.
so given all due respect, I don't have any slant against your platform itself or
Okay.
you yourself. What I'm looking at is when I look up here, all I saw from what I know about this case is when I turned on the news and I saw this man hit his knees and he got down and he began to pray for whatever the conviction was that he had. And when you see that, it makes you think, at least it makes me think from a place of compassion and say, man, I don't know if this man is sincere no more than they said Michael Jackson prayed and was with Andre Crouch. I don't follow people like that who live in this world. But what I do know is I've lived almost 60 years on this planet in a
Hmm.
church world, seeing every phase of religious experiences with people. And one of the things we have a problem with in this thing that we call church is we ready to throw the bricks at others people's sin when we
See, I,
have our own stuff, bruh. It's
nah,
sad.
I'm not like that.
That's not
Here,
true. I'm not
here, here.
saying you.
I
I'm not.
know,
I'm,
I know
I'm
you're
just
not.
saying.
I'm just
I'm
letting you
just
know because
saying.
you're new here.
It's the way we are globally. Let me reframe that. It's the way we are globally as a church. We're ready to throw people under the bus, man. And it's sad because you get people to get behind pulpits that wear ties and suits and
Hmm.
Briones, and they driving up to church in Bentleys, and
Hmm.
families are broken down. People are struggling. We hungry out here. We having our jobs taken. We going through all kinds of mess. Why are we spending all our time in the doldrums with people that God know how to get Diddy's attention? Just how he got ours. He drug us up off the muck and the mire when we was out there and sin and living the life and doing our things and women chasing men and men chasing women and alcohols and drugs and all that stuff we was caught up in. God was merciful to our sin, and God's grace looked down on all of us. Who are we to, instead of getting up and saying how bad he is, call a prayer meeting, get some people of faith on this line and say, hey, why don't we pray about this man? And maybe that God would, if he hasn't actually repented, that pray that God would actually touch this man's heart, open his soul, open his spirit and mind, and cause
Hmm.
that man to come to Christ. Because the same efficacious blood that's past, present, and future able to save us from our sin is able to deliver somebody as rotten gut as people would see Diddy as. That's all I'm saying. I don't think you
Okay.
done any. I'm not saying you were bad, bro, but it's just how it comes across when somebody like me that don't know nothing about these people. I don't follow their lifestyle, and all I see is every time I turn on these court cases, that's like that girl Amanda Knox that went overseas and killed
Yeah, I
and
know you're
said
talking
she
about.
killed that girl. And there was another girl, Jody something Harris or something like that killed a man. And everybody was death
I
penalty,
don't know why. Yeah, I know you're talking
penalty,
about.
blah, throw her to the guillotine.
Hmm.
Well, if God judged the world according to his righteousness, but for the
Hmm.
mercies of the Lord, God dog it, bruh, all of us would be consumed. Diddy's sin ain't worse than ours, and no more are they
No
worse
sin
than
is worse.
anybody else.
Here's the
So
thing, Eric.
I'm gonna be quiet, bro. I'm gonna get off
No,
your
no, no, no,
line,
no, no. You good. You good. You
but
good.
I'm trying to
You
do
good.
right by you, and then do right by this man who the world has thrown and kicked down, who is down. He got to learn. He got to get his mind, his spirit ain't open. So why
Listen,
would
let
he?
me tell you.
You see?
You can pray. You can pray for him all you want. And we've actually prayed for him, believe it or not. We've
All
actually
right,
prayed for him. But you also know faith without work is what?
that's right. It's dead. Somebody got to get the
Re-
gospel to him. It's got to
so,
get to his
hold
heart.
on. He's more, listen, when we get to judgment day, what God is not going to let slide is, well, I didn't know. Because he's capable, he's more than capable of going to seek it. The same way you and I did. So
You
now
know how
you
you and I
asking
did
us,
though? You know
huh,
how you and I did? You know how you and I did?
by making
Somebody
mistakes.
was gracious enough to be grace and give us grace and
We
continue with that grace until we got to a place to where we got done eating milk and start learning to eat meat of the word, and we grew here according to knowledge. Somebody came along and loved us out of our mess. And
But
don't
hold,
say no here. Somebody loved us out of our situation, and it came through the love of God in their heart. And Diddy ain't no different. Now, I ain't saying that Diddy's going to actually repent. I don't know that. Nobody
that's what I'm
can know
about to
that.
tell you.
But
The
but but I'm just saying, bro, reconsider. You know, I don't know. Again, it's hard to say because I don't want to tell you what to do, bro. This is your platform. But, you know, I'm just looking at it and saying we need to find another way in this world. The
okay.
church is it's messed up. It's jacked up. We got
First,
enough to deal with than to be spending our time chewing up Diddy when we got a psychopath running the country. And I
huh?
pray for him. But you know what? You know how much we prayed for him? You know how much we spend our time on our knees for this man? But
Let-
knees on but I'm gonna make your point. Knees being on our knees still requires Donald Trump here himself has to make the decision. Did he got to make the decision? But their heart has to be touched to do so. But that requires an intercessory prayer, not just Lord, I pray for this man today. Open his heart, touch his heart. That's it. No, you got to get on some intercessory level. You got to get in the
What?
Holy Spirit. You got to spend some
And he
hours
does.
on your
Right.
knees and break through until the power of the Holy Spirit break through like they did in Antioch and like they did in the upper room until the Holy Ghost fall down on that man. And don't tell me God can't get Trump's attention or Diddy's attention. He got the Apostle Paul's attention. When the Apostle Paul was on the road to Damascus, God jacked him up, knocked
Yeah,
his
he can get their
eyesight
attention.
out. So God,
You're right. But
all
they
right
got to
then,
be
my
willing to
brother.
receive. They got to be willing to receive the
Paul wasn't really
message.
received nothing. Paul got whopped by God.
I'm
He
not. I'm
wasn't
talking.
wait.
I'm
God didn't
talking
wait on
about
him to
these. I'm talking
repent.
about him, and I'm
God
talking
whopped
about
him on.
Trump. And if
Trump, look at God
if
can
you want to
whop
bring up
Trump
Trump,
there.
I mean, he just said, what did he say last week? I'm not going to heaven.
Yeah, he did say that. I remember that. He said but that's his belief. And now that's a subject I would love to hear you teach. I'm gonna hit follow on you because I want to see
Please
what you
do.
got to say because I haven't heard you. You're right. I'll give you the credit. So the fact that I haven't taken the time to get to know you and listen to you, but God walked the Apostle Paul. He got his attention. God can get Donald Trump's attention too. Ain't nobody bigger than a God who sits there in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1-3, who tells me that he's a consuming fire. Here, God can get anybody's attention, but it's up to them to continue on in that belief or faith. God bless you,
Hmm.
my brother. Let me hit follow because I got some stuff to do. You were right.
All right.
I'll give you the graces about what you were right about me because I don't know you. So I'm gonna hit follow and then I'm gonna send you a heart, me.
I'll
All right?
follow you back.
And okay, because I want to get to know you. You sound like a good man, but I gotta hear you first out. I gotta hear you out because I gotta give you that credit. I haven't heard you out yet. Listen here, you stay cool, sir.
All right, you too. Thank you for coming up, brother. Peace and
Yes,
blessings.
yes,
All right.
sir.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get back to the audio. Hold on. We have. All right. The legs. Trey Legs 312. I can't see your profile picture, so I don't know if you are botting or not. So are you let's see, have you been active in the chat here? Mods, have we seen anything from Trey Legs? I don't see anything. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to see if he said anything. I don't see anything. So, all right, okay. So then, no, I'm not gonna bring you up. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. I know I told y'all it's only gonna be 10 minutes, and I had you longer. To the brother that just came up, listen, I totally get what you're saying. We are not. Can you hear me? Okay, I see you now. I see you now. Okay, all right. Um, we are not here to judge or anything like that. That's not what we're here for. That's above our pay grade. That's above our pay grade. However, it's the same as if you turn on your TV and your local news is telling you what's going on around your neighborhood or in your city. All right, we're doing the same thing here. We're doing the same thing here, right? Now, What we do say is, like I told you, allegedly, because we are mindful enough to know that the media can put things out to create their own narrative. We do know that. But brother, this brother has the same actions for over 20 years now, right? And so, whereas we're saying allegedly, we're not going to deny the fact or pretend like we don't know that he's had these type of things going on for multiple decades now. You get me? And I think a lot of this, I think a lot of people that come on here and see this picture, they come on here and you all think that it's just because he's a BLK man and we're dragging him down because that's what society do. No, we are an equal opportunity here. We don't care if you YT, we don't care if you BLK, we don't care if you Puerto Rican or I just say Hispanic. Or we don't care if you European. We don't none of that. None of that. And just let me let you all know something. And my moderators can vouch for me on this. I've lost more accounts on this platform for stating the truth than I'd like to remember. But one thing I'm going to do is stay true to myself. I'm not going to stop talking about something because somebody else don't like it or somebody is in their feelings for it. We don't do that. We don't do that. Right? One of the things we've all said, I'm sorry, Trey, I'm going to bring you up real quick, brother. One of the things that we've said before is that why, being in the position that he was in, didn't he do things more productive? Because he had the means to. I even had a story. Hold on, Trey, brother. I'm going to get to you. Give me 1 second, okay? I've even stated on here before, being a young teenager, me and my kid's mother and I, when we had our first child, our son, well, our first son, but our first child, and we was working, making $7.25 an hour at Crystals up north. Y'all know it's White Castle, don't play. But anyway, at Crystals, and we knew that we worked the closing shift. So we knew the food that was left, they were going to throw it in the trash. So even as a teenager, making $7.25, well, between both of us, $14.50, we had the wherewithal as kids to bag the food up, get off work, get in the car, drive downtown Atlanta, go to the homeless people that was sleeping on the church steps, bro, and bring them bags of food so those people wouldn't be hungry. So forgive me, the way I look at it is that as a teenager, I had that mentality. How the hell can a multi-millionaire not have the same mentality? And you want me to give him forgiveness? You want me to put him over? That's insane. I'm sorry, Trey Leg. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the platform. Hashtag I'm gonna say it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. How you doing, brother? I'm good.
I'm doing good, brother.
Yes, sir.
What you got to put on the table?
So I just came in to when the other brother was speaking, and he brought in the church and about judgment and different things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree that no man is above the Creator, and that we all will have to account for our actions on this earth.
Right.
However, there are universal laws, both spiritual and carnal. And when I say carnal laws, I'm talking about laws of this land that we have to abide by. And so I'm an ex-felon.
Mm-hmm.
And so and I'm coming from my experience as being an ex-felon.
Okay.
And growing up in the church you know, if whatever you sow, you shall reap, is what the scripture says. I don't care if
Facts.
you're saved or not saved,
Facts.
or Muslim or not Muslim. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. They call it
Mm-hmm.
karma.
That's right.
So, you know, when you break a law, allegedly break a law, whether or not you go to trial or cop out, and you lose it at trial, you going to prison. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's
And
facts.
then once we are laid to rest in the earth, in the ground, we stand before another judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you
Mm-hmm.
said, you yourself said, we're not here to judge. We all make judgment decisions in our daily lives. We judge whether or not we want to hang out with this person, we want to associate with that person. So we all make judgment calls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether we want to accept that fact or not, we make
Yeah,
judgment calls. If you didn't, you can't survive in this life that we're living.
that's true.
You know,
That's
we
true.
have
But
to judge.
I can't judge if he's gonna go to heaven or hell. I can't do that.
Oh
I
no,
don't. I can't.
no man
That's
can
what
do
I
that.
was saying. I
No,
don't know.
no. Yeah, I agree with that. And I like the fact that you said you have to stay true to yourself,
Yes.
true to what the facts are of in life, point blank, period, whatever that truth might be. As long as
Mm-hmm.
it's a truth, you have to hold on to that. You know,
You're right.
I just yes, the church today is in a sad situation. You know, we have ministers abusing. I call it fleecing the flock.
I
Uh,
like.
uh,
I got to use that. Fleecing the flock. I like that.
you know, they fleecing the flock, like the brother said, man. You know, people are out here hurting and they riding up in Bentleys and got jet planes and this. But and then you have some people who just want to minister for the numbers and for the money. You know,
Facts.
you know, instead of speaking out against, well, speaking the truth against the choices and actions and the sins in the world. Yes, we
Mm-hmm.
have to pray for every man, you know.
Yeah.
And like he said, no man is bigger than God, but we still have free will. We still have the will
Yes.
to eat, whether he knock us on our knees and we at rock bottom, we still have the choice, man, to look up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody doesn't look up. Everybody, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. You're
die in
right.
the place where they at. It is
Mm-hmm.
what it is, man. It is
I
what it
love
is.
that,
That's all I really had to say, man.
brother. I
You know,
appreciate you.
I'm a follow you. I may not be on here all the time. You know, it's
Well,
just that sometimes I roll up and check out something interesting and I say something, man. But continue to stay true. You know, don't be like these secular networks who want to water down what's going on in our society, you know.
mm-hmm.
And I hope that your listeners understand that, you know, life is what it is. It's all about how you respond to life, how you take life, and, you know, how you react and your individual life, you know. It is
Facts.
what it is, man. It is
It
what it
is.
is.
It is. But you're right though. I, I I know you. I know you got to go. I'm gonna say this. This is one of
No,
the
you
things
good.
I've always stated that I feel the Western world we live in, even with our news, the Western world we live in, they don't do that. Like I'll watch and I'll watch like Al Jazeera news. I talked about that before. I like watching it because when things over there happen, such as them, buildings and stuff like that, they show the
Yeah,
actual here. They'll be like, "Oh, yeah, we're warning you. We're not going to show you this." Is it? Well, no, I'm against that, brother. I feel like it needs to be shown so some people can see
yeah,
the repercussions of their actions and see what happens.
right. For
You get
sure.
me?
For
So
sure.
I appreciate you coming, brother. You welcome at hashtag. I'm gonna say it anytime.
Okay. I appreciate it. Hey, and one more thing with regards to what you just stated about, watering things down.
Mm-hmm.
Our society, from the time we are born to the time we lay down in the ground, man, have brainwashed us,
Mm-hmm.
into believing in their way of what we should think and believe. You go to other
Mm-hmm.
countries, it really isn't the way they claim it is.
Yeah.
You know,
You're right.
we have to educate ourselves, and not according to their system. We have to research for our own selves, whether it be going to visit other countries or reading books, and then reading. So I'm reading a book. They said in this book they say certain things. Then I have to go and find out whether or not what they're saying is true.
Yeah. You're right.
We just can't take in what we read and hear and all that. We got to do our own research.
That part right there, brother. I agree with you. That's exactly what it takes. Go and do your research. Now, a lot of and I don't ever say it on here, and I'm not going to say his name again because again, people think you be clout chasing. But my viewers, they know who he is. But I have a cousin who was famous in this. He's still. I mean, everybody know him, right? And he's done some bad things. He really has. But he's also changed. So I get it. He can this guy Diddy can change. What I'm trying to get this brother to understand is that he's still doing the same actions that got him where he is. That doesn't show me change. So I'm not gonna call it. We're gonna call a spade a spade.
Right, for sure.
And somebody just said, I saw somebody in the live say, well, yeah, he's in jail and then the other one's president. Again, I think you might be new here because I stay on the Cheddar Color Code leader. Not only does he belong in prison, I think he belongs under the prison. Not only do I think that he done it in the past, I think he's still doing the things that he's done wrong. So he gets it too. This is not a BLK bashing session. I don't do that. We go, it's like I said, we bring it up with everybody.
For sure.
All right, brother. Welcome back. I got to go get my little girl from school. So I tell you what, thank you for coming up, brother. Y'all Trey Legs in the live, please. You have a good day, brother. Peace and blessings to you and yours.
Shalom.
All right. So we're going to end the live. I'll tell you what we'll do tomorrow. LV, thank you for that heart me. Here's what we'll do. That live tomorrow show, we'll pick this back up and finish this. Then we'll go into our pop series. We'll get back into the pop series. And then after we do our 10-minute increments of pop, which is Prophets of Politics series, we'll drop in that Mac Breezy that we was listening to because we got to finish episode 4 on that, all right? But I've got to go get Rudy right now, and so let me go pick up my baby girl. Those of you that's in the queue for guests right now, I apologize I couldn't get to you. Pedro Parilla, West Side Damage. I appreciate you all joining, and I'm sorry I couldn't get to you. However, I am extending an invitation to you both to come back tomorrow, okay? And then I'll get you up here. All right, just remind me that, hey, I was in queue, and you said you're going to bring me up because I will forget, all right? But for the rest of you all, hey, y'all have a great day. Peace and blessings to you, Pedro. Appreciate it. Rita said, tell Rudy we said hi. I will. I'll tell her as soon as she get in the car. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much. Hey, West Side Damage, you have a blessed day too, brother. And again, I hope I see you here tomorrow. You said I'll be here. All right, cool. Oh, we got to get our theme music going. I'm sorry, y'all. We got to close out the show. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Hashtag I'm gonna say it. What time? It'll probably be around 10:30ish. More than likely 10:30, 11 o'clock. Out of the silence. April, you have a blessed day as well. Thank you for coming in and spending time with us here on hashtag I'm gonna say it.
behind vacant eyes.
Let's give it up to everybody that was a
They
guest on the
build up their
panel.
wall,
Thank y'all so much.
so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through.
Let's give it up to my moderators for working hard today. Y'all, hey, double time today, right?
Pointing all the fingers,
And
nobody
once again,
takes the
thank you
blame.
all for
This precious
the
building is
gifts.
starting
I
to
really
crack. Ain't
humbly
no turning
appreciate it.
back
Thank
now,
you
ain't
so,
no
so much.
holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about
Jonathan
to
said, thanks, enjoyed the show. Thank you so much. You guys, all of you in here, your presence is a gift to the moderators and I, and it's a gift that we cherish. And we invite you back. Listen, y'all, we're not always going to have the same opinion. We're not going to all agree on everything. But as long as we can be mature, be respectful, we can all have a dialogue with each other. And like I said before, you all may say something that we don't know. Like I literally just learned today when Sovereign said that Obama and Bush are relatives. Guess what? It's true. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Aztec Princess. Hey, gorgeous. She said, great show. Congratulations. Thank you so, so much. How are you doing, by the way? Listen, if you're tuning in later for this broadcast, that'll be aired over on Rumble. My account is GSmooth404. If you want to tune in and watch it on YouTube, GSmooth404. If you choose to watch it via Facebook, please go on Facebook and go to the page Mr. Breaking News G Smooth, and you can watch it over on there. I'll probably have to do 2 shows on there today, but so if you all missed the first show that we did today, that'll be posted over there as well. All I ask is when you go over there, if you're on YouTube, click the thumbs up button, right? If you're watching on Facebook, send me that star. That's all. That's all I'm asking. And please comment. Please leave a comment. That's all. Listen, I love you all to life. I really do. I love you all to life. I want you all to be safe. I pray safety over you and your families, your loved ones, your friends. Make sure you keep your third eye open. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. We cannot deny the fact that we are living in times in this world that are chaotic, very racially based crimes and stuff going on like that. And I don't want any of y'all to suffer that at all. And make sure we can all come back here and fellowship together, one way or the other, right? April said she'll be back. Thank you so much, April Bennett. Thank you so much. And we'll be looking for you to come back as well. And like I say, at the end of every show, this has been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, signing off from the newsroom. And remember, people, you could be anything you want in life. Be somebody. I love you all to life. Peace and blessings.